Alright, this is for Construction Art Project Design C. Um, it's kind of tough, so hopefully this will help. First, you need a circle of any size that you want. It needs to be fairly big. I'm going to make mine, I'm going to go to here. So you start with a big circle like that. Alright, then there's the center. You need a diameter. So any point on the circle, connect that to the center of the circle and go all the way through. There's the diameter. All right, now what we want is we want to construct a radius that is at a 90-degree angle from the center. So what we need to do, and I'm going to turn my paper this way, is do the perpendicular bisector of the diameter, but we're only going to go halfway. So perpendicular bisector is going to be, I'm going to center here. I have to go more than halfway across. So there's halfway, so more than halfway. Above. All right, I'm going to hold that. Same spot. Move my center over here. Go here. Now typically when we do perpendicular bisector, we go above and below where we want to do the bisector, but because we're only going in one direction because it's a radius, we only really need to get this guy right here and then connect to the center. It really only needs to go to there. Now, you could leave those markings in if you wanted to. You could erase them. They're not needed anymore. Okay, now we need to do the perpendicular bisector of the radius. So we're going to endpoint here and endpoint here. Center it. And again, perpendicular bisectors is more than halfway across. So this time we are going to go above, below, hold that spot. I'm going to shift over, and then below, whoop, and above. And this connected to this will go through the midpoint right here. And that's really all we need. We don't need the line. And again, you can leave those markings in there. I'm going to erase mine. This one does get a little messy, so I'm going to try to keep it as clean as possible. Okay, now we have this point here, we have this point here. Now in the directions, they have you connect those and go all the way to here. I don't know why they have you go all the way to here. You really only need this distance. And that you would then need to, and then we need to do, sorry, actually, that's the next step, but we can do it in either direction. Now we need to measure and draw a circle that is this length. So we're going to measure that length, and again, not measure with units. We're going to measure with, so it looks like right there, the second hole, and we're going to just spin a circle right there. Now, you can see I have a little error. It's supposed to go right through the center, but there's a little error, and there's always going to be some human error with these constructions. All right, now in the directions, it then had you connect those. And the reason we do that is because we need this point right here. We need this distance right here. So we're going to, again, measure with our compass. Maybe this one. All right, and we're going to get that length and then swing it down and swing it this way. Big arc so that you intersect here and here. Right, now, all of these markings, you could get rid of the circle, you could get rid of the radius, you could get rid of this, you could get rid of the arc. You really only need this distance anymore. That's the big reveal, is like, this is what we need. We need this distance, which I'm going to actually count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13-ish. I mean, yeah. So 13 would probably be the best. Okay, and what I'm going to do is basically go around the circle. Okay, so 13, I'm going to keep that, center it here, that distance again, and make a little mark. You can kind of see it right there. That's the 13th hole, at least on mine. All right, then what I'm going to do, okay, center it there. And same hole. Mine happens to be the 13th. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now, again, you can kind of get a sense of how far off you'll be. It should go through this diameter, or this point on the diameter. So you can kind of get a sense. I'm doing very well. I did one earlier, and it was way off. So just so you know, this is way better than the one I did earlier. In any case, same, I was on the 13th. You might not be. I think that was, well, lost count. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Mark there. All right, and again, you can get a sense of how you're doing. This distance should be the same. And I think that's about right. Yeah, that might be the best one I've ever done. You got lucky. Hopefully this video takes. All right, you connect these, and what you've just constructed is what's called an inscribed regular pentagon. Regular because all of these sides should have the same length. All of the angles should be the same. And inscribed just means inside a circle. All right, so the main shape here is this pentagon. Now, in the directions, they have you go on and basically take that side length again. So again, on mine it was the 13th hole. I'm going to do this in a different color just so you can see the difference here. I think that'll work. Let's try. I'm going to try to do it in pen. So again, 13th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. They have you make arcs like this, and I'll try to go fast here. Oop, there's the bell. All right, these should go through all the vertices if you're doing it right. And that's where we get, oop, I'm going to have a little drag mark there. So then that's where we get this like pretty neat pentagonal shape here. You've got a few like petals or leaves here. You've got even these out here. So there's a lot to possibly play and color with. That's where your creativity comes in. So that's the last one. It's most difficult in my opinion. Good luck.